This is Luis Monda at Johnny Toko's Boxing Gym in Las Vegas, Nevada, along with Bjorn Bjornsson, a trainer out of Iceland. And we want to discuss today, we had a recent in-ring death in the sport of boxing of a former heavyweight UFC fighter. And a similar death occurred to a fighter who trained in this gym named Frankie Leal. He actually died on TV on, I can't remember if it was Telemundo or Univision, but if you look on YouTube, Frankie Leal, L-E-A-L, you can actually see what happened to him and see in the fight. But the major problem is in boxing right now that there's an unspoken rule violation that's going on across the board due to degradation in technique. People don't know how to handle. When a fighter does a certain thing. So today we're going to show what's going wrong. I'm going to say what referees need to do about it. And for fighters and trainers, please show your fighters how to handle this situation, because it's a huge black eye on the sport, but not for the reason people think. Like, people want to think it has something to do with the structure of the sport. It does, but not in the way they're thinking. Like, it's not about 8 counts. It's not about how many times he was hit in the head. It's where he was hit, where they were hit. You know, the UFC fighter and Frankie Leal, where they were hit, and the fact that rabbit punches, is what we call them, are not penalized as harshly as they need to be. Like the recent Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev fight, people are clamoring about the low blows. But a low blow won't kill you. It won't kill you. It won't end your life. A rabbit punch can. So first, let's show what a rabbit punch is. Let's say Bjorn and I are fighting each other, and he drops his head to get under my punch. Okay? If my response to that every time he drops his head is to do this, that's a rabbit punch. See how I cuffed behind the head? Or if he goes a little too low, if I punch down like this. This is absolutely illegal. Please never, ever, ever do that under any circumstance. If you hit the base of the skull, you're injuring the brainstem. Frankie Leal, during his autopsy, the report revealed that he had significant brainstem damage before his last fight. So it had been crewing over and over again, many, many times in the sport, being hit in the back of the head. That damage doesn't go away, and it takes forever to heal, if it heals at all. So what do we need to do instead of punching down or cuffing hooks that end up clipping a guy behind the head? First things first, if he drops elevation, I can just step back. I can just step back, clear the space. He's got to come back up if he wants to fight me and re-engage. So fighters, do not do this. Don't punch down. If you see their head down there and you're having a panic moment, you don't know what to do, just step back. They'll have to come back up. Or if they do that, you can get your angle and turn, step to the side. Again, if he wants to fight me, he has to come up first. He can't see me very well. You see? The other thing is, I go with him. If he drops, I drop, throw uppercuts. Why punch there where it's illegal when instead I can go there and get the face? Bend your knees. Even if you're gonna throw a hook, even if I want to hook him, if he drops down, or if I drop down, he wants to hook me. If he drops down, now he's got that hook cleaner. It's not gonna go around behind my head. As long as he changes elevation with me, the hook will come the side of my face where it's supposed to be. You see? Trainers, I've seen this shit in the gym before. You know, like, I don't like to degrade other trainers. I don't like to be insulting. But if a fighter bends down and your fighter responds like this, it is not that fighter's fault. You do not get to say, oh, well, he bent down, it's his problem. No, your fighter sees the back of a guy's head and throws a punch at it. That's an illegal tactic, and that can kill the other guy. It only takes one good one to do it. So please address the issue. Use uppercuts, use turns, use anything else other than striking the back of the head. Referees, penalize it. Penalize it. If you see somebody go for a rabbit punch, that's the most dangerous punch. A guy can die. So 1, 2 rabbit punches, start taking points. Like, even in the clinch, you know, we're here, a lot of guys do this shit, right? That's the other situation where you rabbit punch, then we turn our head, and if he fires a shot, it's going to hit me in the back of the head. That could kill me. So how do we handle this? This distance is just to look at each other. Now if he hits me, at least he's going to hit me in the face. You see? No base of the skull, no brainstem damage. As long as I turn my nose towards him on the inside, if he hits me, I'm going to take it where I need to take it. And I'd rather get knocked out than killed. So fighters, trainers, in the clinch, do not look away. Referees, you see guys like this, and both of them, look that way, both of them are tapping the back of the head. I tap his back of the head, so he taps my back of the head in response. You got two guys who are getting ready to kill each other by accident. And we don't need that in this sport. We catch enough shit as it is. So please, we have to start addressing this problem. Or when you have two guys who don't know these things, don't know how to do these things, and they fight each other, and one of them keeps going low, you're going to keep seeing clubbing blows in the back of the head. You know, look up Tim Hague's fight. You'll see it. Every time he gets knocked down, there's a behind the ear shot. And then the last punch that knocked him out was a left hook. And as soon as he hit the ground, he was limp. Back of the head smashed the canvas. And I bet my house that his head bouncing, the back of his head bouncing off the canvas was the final straw. Like that's the last thing that did it. So let's take care of this problem in this sport. And you know, good luck to you guys and all your fighters. Hope nobody gets hurt.